This is what happened on this week's Friday Night Smackdown. The show opened with a small recap of what happened at Clash at the Castle. Then the camera pans out to show the sold-out crowd of Chicago, Illinois. The music hits and it is the hometown hero, CM Punk. Punk reminds everyone what has happened till now in his rivalry with Drew McIntyre, and he vows to make his life even more worse, but unfortunately, Drew has quit WWE, as was shown on Monday Night Raw. Before he can continue, out comes Paul Heyman. CM Punk invites him inside the ring. Paul Heyman is relieved and hugs Punk. Punk does something to Paul Heyman and he has an orgasm. Heyman says that he's here for two favors, one favor that he is going to do for Punk and one favor that he needs from Punk. Heyman says that the favor he is going to do for Punk is that he is warning him because he respects him, that he should get out of the ring in this city before Solo Sikoa comes. Punk does not listen, obviously, and out comes Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa threatens CM Punk to get out of here before he is laid down by the Bloodline. Before Punk answers Solo, he asks Paul what was the favor that he needed from Punk. Heyman says it was that Punk should take Heyman with him when he leaves. Paul Heyman, you and your storytelling is a thing of beauty. Punk says he acknowledges them but not as the Bloodline or Tribal Chief but as fake Usos and wannabe Roman Reigns. Solo says oh hell nah and decides to shut up Punk. The Bloodline enters the ring but CM Punk has backup and it is Cody Rhodes. Cody has also brought two black bodyguards with him. Cody Rhodes grabs the mic and tells Sikoa that you call yourself the head of the table and I have already beaten one head of the table, so now it is your turn to lay down on the mat and get pinned by the American Nightmare. Damn, Cody. Respect. He challenges Sikoa for the main event tonight. He leaves the fake Usos backstage and Cody will also come by himself without RKO. Punk and Cody hug and that is the end of this segment. Jade Cargill and Bianca talk backstage before Bianca's Money in the Bank qualifying match. Jade says girl we need our titles back girl. Bianca says girl I have a match right now girl so afterwards maybe girl. Jade says you go girl. Bianca says girl. Jade says girl. End of segment. It's time for the triple threat qualifying match. Cody meets RKO backstage, they ask him if he needs any help. Cody says he has a plan and that RKO should focus on face respective qualifying matches. The match is underway. At the end, Bianca hits KOD on Mission. Chelsea Green grabs Bianca, throws her out of the ring, pins Mission and would you believe it, Chelsea Green is going to Money in the Bank. Holy poop. She joins Io Sky. Paige from Wish.com says to Bayley that she is going to crush Naomi like black salt next week and then she will Money in the Bank and cash in on the role model. Bayley looks worried. Not because she's afraid but because she doesn't know who that girl is. Is she a wrestler or a new janitor that they just hired? I guess, we'll never know. Solo tells Paul to tell the fake Usos to take care of Randy and Kevin Owens tonight and makes sure they do not qualify for Money in the Bank. Paul asks why should he tell them to do it? Solo says when I ask you to do something, you better do it. End of segment. The best part of the show is here. Not the Grayson Waller and DIY talking about Austin Theory and Waller's mixed loyalty towards his friend. But this. While they are talking, there is a collision on the shutter behind. It is opened and Drew McIntyre is standing over the bloodied and beaten CM Punk. He picks Punk up, walks through the backstage area and stands in front of the Chicago crowd. McIntyre, you the man. He drops him and stares a hole into the crowd. Punk looks beaten within an inch of his life. McIntyre mocks Punk by copying his It's Clobbering Time move. He takes the bracelet off Punk, puts it into his pocket and leaves, but before he does, Nick Aldis shows up and pushes Drew and in return, Drew pushes Aldis. Holy cow. They have a heated argument and this segment is over folks. CM Punk is stretchered away, and is taken to local medical facility. Not the hospital. Never the hospital in WWE. Triple threat qualifying match is underway. Randy has everything under control. Fake Uso appears. Kevin Owens is there to help Randy out. Randy is busy with all the commotion and is rolled up by the black dude and the black dude steals one. Get it? Steals. Okay, I'm sorry. Hayes have won it and is going to Money in the Bank. What happened on Raw is shown, but with some interesting quotes up on the screen. First this one and then, this one. I set the free. Assumingly, Bray Wyatt has set them free? Right? We'll see where this goes. The megastar is here to call out Logan Paul because he wants the US Championship. But instead, some Santos guy comes and interrupts him. He tries to attack Knight but gets hit with a BFD instead. Knight is celebrating this moment and out comes Logan Paul and attacks Knight from behind. He bends him over by the apron. He then loads up his titanium-loaded steel-based bronzed-covered iron-filled hand and punches Knight in the face. He stands over him and next week, they will face each other in a triple threat qualifying match. This match is up next. KO makes his entrance but is attacked during by the fake Usos. Randy comes to help Kevin out. Fake Usos run away. KO hobbles to the ring and the match has begun. Andrade pins Waller to qualify for Money in the Bank. These three have qualified up till now. Tiffany mocks Mission. Nia attacks Mission. Tiffany says something to Nia, I don't know, moving on. This match is next week. This match is next week. Kayla Braxton talks but says nothing. It's time for the main event. The American Nightmare makes his entrance and what an awesome entrance this is, every time I am mesmerized by it. He does his signature wah, the pyre hits, it's all a thing of beauty. Just look at this shot of our champion, absolutely majestic. Backstage, Paul Heyman says to Solo that before Roman got onto his jet after WrestleMania, his orders were to lay off CM Punk and to keep Cody Rhodes in check only. And that when Roman comes back, he is not going to appreciate Solo breaking these rules. Solo says to Heyman that Roman ain't coming back, and the bloodline basically is run by Solo. Heyman looks devastated and says it can't be that Roman is never returning. Solo makes his entrance. During the match, fake Usos attack Cody Rhodes. Kevin and Randy show up to help Cody out, and they manage to get rid of fake Usos with Solo now in the ring himself. First, he begs for mercy. Then, he starts smiling. It's another Uso named Jacob Fatu, and he is here. He super kicks everybody. He Samoan drops Kevin onto the steel stairs. He is constipated. He drives Orton through the barricade. He is a little loose in the head. He murders Cody with a Uso splash through the table. Solo hugs him. We the ones. We the ones. Tune back into the channel for Monday Night Raw recap. And if you have watched it thus far, do not forget to like the video, and a sub to the channel would be appreciated.